another man had undergone a sex change operation. Learning that his lifestyle did not please Jehovah, after 10 years of living as a woman, he underwent another operation to undo the effects of the first operation. He says, I realize I must wait until the new world for my body to be completely restored. I have to accept this fact and find that what is most important is how Jehovah views me. So now serving as an elder, his experience is proof that no obstacle is too difficult to overcome with the help of Jehovah's Spirit.
What the fuck did we just listen to? Where in the hell did you even get this?
Believe it or not, this is from the 2016 Hong Kong dedication branch.
Holy cow! Watchtower's becoming a progressive religion now, aren't they? You know...
So we have some questions.
Yeah, Watchtower, why even mention this experience? Holy cow! What does this do to those whom in the past you've rejected because they've had sex change operations? I mean, my God, it wasn't too long ago when you and I did a video about a couple that was studying that he was a hermaphrodite. Remember what they were told? They couldn't have sex because that would make him a homosexual. Holy Christ! Watchtower, this is just friggin' mind-blowing.
I am in shock. But I do have some questions.
We got a lot of questions right now, friends.
Because it's like, okay, we thought Watchtower was against this kind of thing. Well, the biggest thing is he was appointed an elder.
Right! Serving as an elder?
Yeah. And we want to do a disclaimer that, you know, we do not judge people and whether they have had gender reassignment or transgender or anything like that. We just want to bring up that years ago, well, even
Watchtower!
recently...
Yeah, Watchtower mindset!
Even recently, you know, we've got friends, some that we've even Skyped with, that have had gender reassignment, and the elders won't even allow them to use the bathrooms in the Kingdom Hall because of this.
Yeah.
So now you've got an elder who has had gender reassignment twice?
Well, I mean, okay, look, if a current elder who's serving currently decides to go get a tattoo, that elder's going to get removed. Why? Because you're desecrating the body. You're exactly. So now you've got a guy who's had a sex change operation not once but twice. How is that not mutilating the body, Watchtower? Oh my God! You know, I thought I've heard it all, but this one just takes the cake. This one goes over the top of the pyramids, guys. My goodness. This is like, this Watchtower. What the hell? Did you get this from Pluto or something? Because this is way out in left field. Way out and out of space. Holy cow.
Maybe they got it from the Pleiades.
Yeah, they got it from the Pleiades. My God.
Well, there's not even much in Watchtower literature, you know, of those who have had gender reassignment, you know, of getting assignments and appointed as elders and stuff. I thought there was, and we couldn't find any in the flock book, and the only thing we could find was a 1974 Watchtower, the June 15th, page 360, Insight on the News. And the name of the little thing here is Born in the Wrong Body. And in here it calls it transsexualism is a word appearing with growing frequency in the news. And I'm going to skip about halfway down the paragraph. A transsexual is a person who rejects the sex with which he or she was born and takes up the life of the other sex, claiming they were in fact born in the wrong body. Many have undergone radical surgery and hormone treatments to attain a sexual transformation. An estimated 1,500 persons in the United States and about 150 in Britain have done so. Now remember, this is 1974, so it wasn't that common.
Right.
It's much more common now. What really do they accomplish? Is it possible to change a normal person, not a hermaphrodite or ambiguous sex, from one gender to another? The answer is no. As Dr. Georges Bureau, a French surgeon prominent in the field, says, I don't change men into women. I transform male genitals into genitals that have a female aspect. All the rest is in the patient's mind. And they say that's a quote from Time magazine, January 21st, 1974, page 64. In reality, the ultimate result is either severely and irreversible mutilated man who resembles a woman, or a severely and irreversibly mutilated woman who resembles a man. The increase of transsexualism is but one more facet of the spread of practices contrary to nature, characterizing much of this present period. It says, compare Romans 1:26.
And you know, it's interesting, friends, that when my dad got appointed an elder, I actually approached this topic with him. And he told me to read Romans chapter 1. It started at verse 24, but as the article points to, verse 27, this is what, verse 26. And this is what I'm going to read, and this is coming from the New World Trash Translation. Romans 1:26. That is why God gave them up to disgraceful sexual appetites, for both their females changed the natural use of themselves into one contrary to nature. And likewise, even the males left the natural use of the female and became violently inflamed in their lust toward one another, males with males, working what is obscene and receiving in themselves a full recompense, which was due for their error.
And this is the way they believed in the past. And
yeah,
why you couldn't serve as an elder?
You couldn't. God gave them up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, holy cow.
So, which brings up another question, Mikey. Okay, if women cannot serve as elders,
yeah,
and this man lived as a woman for 10 years, and then you won't let women be elders? It just blows the mind.
Well, here again, Watchtower, you know, I got to ask another question. Timothy 3, verse 7. Moreover, he or she or it, moreover, it should have a fine testimony from people on the outside, in order that he might not fall into reproach and a snare of the devil. How does a man like this ever live this down in the community? How does he live it down to the point now where he can come into, you know, your Christian congregation being the operative word, and serve as an elder? How could any rank and file Jehovah's Witness feel comfortable enough approaching this guy with a serious spiritual matter? Oh my God, how does this even work?
So I have another question. What if somebody was born a female and then has a gender reassignment into a man? Can they be used as an elder now?
Well, not only that, let's say somebody does that, or maybe secretly does it.
And doesn't tell them.
Doesn't know, but you remember years ago we read an article in one of the magazines where a sister working for a doctor's office discovered that another Jehovah's Witness woman had an abortion secretly. She had to go to tell the elders. Now, what if in a situation like this, somebody secretly goes and gets a gender reassignment, and then later it's discovered, and now this guy sits on the judicial committee? How does that even work, Watch? Oh my, talk about taking away a person's freeness of speech.
So I have another question, Mikey. All of those who are transsexuals, transgenders, gender reassignment, hermaphrodite, all of these categories who were rejected by, Watchtower, kicked out, and are being shunned.
Yeah, what does that do to them now?
And now, they hear this experience and say, well, they accepted this guy and he's serving as an elder. How come I was rejected? So is Watchtower now going to go apologize to all of these people that were kicked out?
You'll never get an apology from these monkeys' asses. Never will you ever see an apology for past behavior like this. It's like, oh my God. I mean, honestly, Watchtower is becoming a progressive religion. So it just begs one last question, Kim. Watchtower, what the fuck is going on here?